Hello, good morning, welcome to my Sunday. It's 8:45, the vlog is just going up right now. And we're in the kitchen making breakfast. Tiffany actually just made her breakfast. She just grabbed a bunch of leftovers, cooked a couple eggs and just made a little scramble. And I planned ahead before I left work. We got a bag of shredded hash browns. We got a pound of pork chorizo made here locally. This is Denmark Foods, the best. Sausages, bratwursts, just great. I've got some habanero jack cheese. So we're gonna cook some hash browns. We're gonna cook the chorizo. We're gonna cook some eggs. I'm gonna eat whatever I can, fill my belly, and then the rest is gonna be leftovers for the rest of the week. Bryce isn't here at the moment, like he has sleepover last night. And Sierra got up this morning, went to work. And Jacob doesn't eat breakfast, so it's all mine. Hash browns are in, and now we're gonna do the chorizo. And that is my breakfast. Jack cheese, top it off. Oh man, breakfast was amazing. Cleaned up and just changed my shirt real quick. Put some socks on, and we are going to Skyline Park for a hike. Unfortunately, it's windy, which always sucks because A, it's chilly outside, so it makes for less fun for me because I don't like the cold. But two, it makes it more difficult to vlog. So I'm bringing the wireless mic. I have it on already, just not. I have it on my shirt, it's not turned on yet because we're still in the garage. But that's the one thing about this camera and the setup is that wireless microphone is just game changer for so many reasons. Main one being that it's got a dead cat on it, meaning a little fuzzball on the top, so that I can be outside and there's a minimal wind noise. So yeah, and I'm gonna bring the tripod again. Just not gonna let it be so tall with the wind. It fell over last time. That's how we chipped the glass on this exact same park. It's that exact same kind of day, windy. So, but having the tripod is a game changer, especially with the wireless mic. So let's go. So Skyline Park is about 2 miles north of the I-10 freeway, and this is the base of the White Tank Mountains. I live just to the east of them, so when we go hiking, we're on the east side. This is the south side, but obviously it goes back into the canyon and through the mountains and whatnot. Where we used to go dirt bike riding was on the north side. We went riding with the Swags, Mike and Tanner and Tyler. A few times my dad, my brothers. It was on the north side. So, again, when I found this, I guess 2 years ago now, I was blown away that this was right in my backyard, basically. I love it. I love it. It's so close. Growing up, it was always like, you know, you want to go hiking, you go to Camelback, you go to Piestewa, you go to South Mountain. I mean, even Estrella was like awesome to, you know, be like, oh, Estrella's not too far. But this is like just a couple miles. It's so nice. Skyline Park. Thankfully, it's free. Super busy. I think it always happens when the weather's nice. People are parking in the dirt because there's no parking spots. Let's see if we get lucky and find one here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We actually have some campers too. All right, here's a map of the trail, and they're all broken down, and they're small little trails. But in the All Trails app that I use, it combines them into loops. So according to this map, there's no trail that's longer than 3 miles. But on my phone, I can get trails up to, or hikes that are up to 15 miles. So it combines them. So we are going to do Turnbuckle to Granite Falls to Pyrite Summit Loop. It's 7.1 miles with 1,000 elevation gain. Let's go. And we're off to the races. I couldn't remember the trail that I went on the last time I was here. I just know it was to the east, so I specifically chose a trail to the west. I know for a fact I've not been on this one, so when I pull up the All Trails, you know, it says that there's, I don't know, dozens of trails, and that's because, like I said, it combines them. There's probably only a dozen, but then they're all kind of, the way they're connected and the way that you can take one, that gets you to another one, that gets you another one. Like this one, there's like 4 trails that this makes one big loop. So I assume it's there and back, there and back, there and back. Or you can make a left and keep going. Or you can make a right and keep going. So, but instantly, as soon as I got out here, as soon as I smelt the dust and the creosotes, and instantly just, happy place. And I know, like right now, it doesn't look like much because everything's dead. We've had very little rain this year. You know, we got spit on a couple weeks ago. Last weekend, we got a little, what was it, like Thursday or something this week? We got a little bit of rain, but as you can see, not enough to do anything. It'll be another month or so before we actually start getting some really good rain. And then this place just turns green, it comes alive. And like I said, when we pulled in, all those cars, the trails are busy. I'd love to see it. There's been a lot of times where I come out here and I go hiking, not necessarily here in Skyline Park, I've only been here one time, but trails by my house, and it's like, you know, we pass by 1 or 2 people, but this is super busy back here. I love to see it. I love to see so many people getting out here and enjoying the Arizona desert. Good morning. How you doing? Now it says that it's going to take 3 hours to do this loop. Obviously, I started a All Trails hike, so it's keeping track of my time. I'll be really curious to see where I come in at in that 3 mile mark, or 3 hour mark, I mean. If that's pretty accurate, just based on average walking speed. Obviously, I have a longer stride than most, very long legs. So, we'll see. Morning.
We're towards the end, I know it.
Morning.
Good morning.
Have a good one. Something tells me it's gonna be a long vlog. You already know how long it is because you can see the timer at the bottom of the video, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, A, I'm in a great mood. When I'm in a great mood, I like to talk, and B, we're out here hiking, which tends to be longer vlogs when I'm hiking, so buckle up. Hope you got a snack.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you.
No problem.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm going. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No rush. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, morning. So that show last night, On Call, I think Tiff and I got three episodes in, and it's a good show. It's a good show, but so far it's just a cop drama. Like there hasn't been like for me yet, there hasn't been a hook. Like I like mysteries. I like whodunit. I like to try to solve something, try to figure out something, right? Usually around a murder, right? Someone got murdered and you're trying to figure out who did it, right? Trying to solve a mystery. Doesn't necessarily have to be murder, but that's typically the standard. And I usually like some kind of intellectual twist, right? So I'm a big fan of like Sherlock Holmes. There was a show called The Mentalist for a while. There's a current one I'm watching called High Potential. She's like a high functioning, I don't know what exactly she has. She abbreviates it, but it's HFC or HF something. But anyway, I like those kind of shows, right? Where it's detectives trying to figure something out, but there's someone who's like super smart, who's a consultant working with them, like Sherlock Holmes, like The Mentalist, like, you know. So those are like my favorite kind of shows when it comes to like regular TV, right? So far, On Call doesn't have anything like that. It's just two officers working the streets of Long Beach, responding to calls. The overarching story is them trying to find this cop killer. Literally the opening of the show, first 2 minutes, this officer pulls over this car. There's the driver, there's a woman who's clearly out of it, and there's a guy in the back seat. When she tells him to get out of the car, he pulls a gun and shoots the officer, and she dies. And so, right out of the gate, they're obviously trying to find these guys. And one of the main characters is like her trainee, so the officer that trained her. So she's taking it like personal, and it's, you know, big deal. And then there's a rookie that she's training now, and those are the two characters. So it's cool. Like I like the dynamic between the characters. There's obviously some underlining things, like you're trying to figure out like why is everyone out to get this cop, and everyone doesn't like her apparently, or I don't know. There's like that, but so far nothing that's gone, oh, I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait for the next episode. They're 30-minute long episodes, and there's only 8 of them. So Tiff and I will get through this entire season in a couple of nights, right? Like it's not a very long season, and the episodes being so short, it's not a lot of time suck, right? But nevertheless, it gives us something to sit on the couch and watch. Like I said, having a show to actually sit down and watch, so that's nice. Plus, we got Next Level Chef, which is once a week, every Thursday. We'll be watching that. So it's nice that we are in that mode of let's find something to watch together. And the fact that Tiffany actually is enjoying a cop show, which normally she doesn't, gives me hope that there's other ones that I can find for her to enjoy. Check this out. So this is like a switchback trail that just kind of goes back and forth. You see a guy walking the trail there, and we're gonna go all the way back. I believe we're gonna go around this mountain. At some point though, we come back around because we end up back at the loop that we were on. I was wrong. We're actually gonna come back on the exact same trail. I just pulled up all trails, and you can see the 2 green lines on top of each other, meaning we're gonna go back and then we're gonna turn around and come back, which I'm usually not a fan of. I like an actual loop where you go around and it's just you're not backtracking. The fact that I know that now I'm gonna backtrack on this, I think the next time I plan on going, I take a little bit of time, do some research, figure out a trail that I want to go on. I mean, nevertheless, I would love to do all these trails at some point. I think that was actually a goal that I had last year. Obviously not happening. I've gone too many weekends without coming here and hiking. For good reason. Tiff and I have done a lot of cool stuff, a lot of adventures. And I told her yesterday, we were in Wickenburg, I said, we should really start doing some more scratch-offs on the bucket list there to find more outdoor activities and try to get those knocked out before it gets too hot. Because once it gets hot, we'll be very limited on indoors or ones that are up north, because it'll be way too hot to be out here in Phoenix. I know I said this before, but every time I go on these hikes, these tight trails that kind of go up and down and wind around, I always think about my dirt bike. because this is exactly the kind of stuff that I love to ride on. More than the dirt bike track. This right here would be a trail that I would absolutely love riding my dirt bike on. But no motorized vehicles. Mountain bikes, you can definitely do mountain bikes. I have one friend that does that. He lives in Tucson though, so never opportunity to go with him. But if I had somebody that did this on a regular basis, that was really into it, that could teach me, I'd probably be down. I do love riding bikes. I do love the Arizona desert, so it's logical that I would like this. Well, you can see here where some side-by-sides drive through the wash. Lots of tire tracks there. I'm sure there's some places to get back. I mean, I used to ride my dirt bike in places I wasn't supposed to because at some point there's no fence or there's just a sign. If someone takes down the sign, then there's literally no way for you to know, even though you're supposed to know. You should know. It was your excuse to be like, oh, I didn't see a sign. Where's that sign at? All right, looks like we got multiple roads here. That looks like a side-by-side trail, like a Jeep trail. And this is Granite Falls. All right, so we were a mile in, 2 miles to go on this one trail. So I haven't looked at my analytics in over a week. And even before that, I think the only analytic that I actually looked at was just sub count. Not necessarily because like I care as much as like I'm just keeping an eye on the trajectory. And you know, just like I'm always curious to see if there's a dip. For the most part, it's pretty steady. I gain about the same amount of subs every day. There's some days that are spikes, and there's some days that are dips, but they're very within a small percentage. But a lot of my mornings have been so go, and I've been so like in a hurry to get to New World and try and squeeze in something while I'm drinking my coffee that I haven't really dipped into my analytics. So I did today, and pleasantly surprised to see that everything is just steady in the green and slowly moving up. As I've said before, you know, I'm looking at YouTube in a different lens this time, because before the goal was to become a full-time YouTuber. The goal was to quit my job. Been there, done that. And yeah, I mean, I won't lie. I won't hide the fact that I would love to be back there someday. But right now, that's not in the cards, because right now I'm committed to my dad and my brothers and helping them with this business. And but nevertheless, looking at my analytics helps. I use it as a tool, right? I use it as a tool to help me know that what I'm doing is stimulating growth on the channel. There are new people coming to the channel every single day, watching my videos and subscribing. And I can see the non-subscribers watching my videos. That's one of the analytics. That's one of the stats, right? You can see how many views come from non-subscribers. So there are people not subscribed to this channel watching my vlogs every day. That's a positive. That means that they are finding my videos through search, through suggestion, through recommendations, through social media. I haven't been as diligent posting the vlogs on like X and Facebook, but I do. And obviously those hit a different demographic and a different group of people that aren't necessarily on YouTube looking for my videos or looking for videos on my videos like my videos. But the fact that the views are steady, the watch time is steady, the subscriber count gains are steady. Everything's just, it's great. It's nice to see that I can do what I want, post the videos that I'm posting, not doing anything that I don't want to do, that I'm unhappy with, and see positive growth. That means that there is hope, that there is a future. And, you know, all jokes aside, that 1 million subscriber play button is a reality. It just might take me 15 years to get there. But doing this for as long as I have, I can tell you that you just never know when a video is going to pop off. An older video. a video that I posted years ago that all of a sudden just gets picked up in the right homepage with the right people, and enough people watch it, enough people watch enough of it that it gets shared exponentially and it blows up. Just like the dirt bike video, right? Dirt bikes for Christmas, December of 2013 or 2012, right? And then that April, I started posting my daily vlogs, and that's when that video took off. Not around Christmas, 4 months after Christmas, that video started picking up major views. So that's just because I've done it before, because it's happened before, I know it can happen again. So that's why I stay optimistic, and I'm not in any hurry. Again, not the right time for me to be focusing on hardcore YouTube. If I really, really wanted a YouTube channel to blow up and become a big thing, I'd start a new channel. Look at Roman Atwood. He created a whole new channel, didn't even advertise it for the first, I don't know how many weeks, months, and the channel has exploded because he is who he is and he does what he does, and YouTube favors new channels. The fact that I have 800,000 dead subscribers actually hurts my channel. In all seriousness, creating a new channel, my videos would do better than they are now with my old channel with 800,000 subscribers. Because when I post a video, it goes out to those 800,000 subscribers, and obviously 99% of them aren't watching the video because either they're dead channels, they've skipped my videos so many times that they don't see them, they don't check their subscriber box and whatever, or they're just plain out not interested in my videos anymore because they subscribed for dirt bikes, they subscribed for basketball, volleyball, for Monster Jam, for traveling, camping, and I'm not doing any of those things. So they're like, I don't care about this. But they don't unsubscribe. That's the thing. All right, we're on our first fork in the road. So according to my map, we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna loop back around and come here, and this is where we're gonna go back the way we came. So you can see I don't know if you can see back there, the parking lot where the cars are parked. So this is the loop that eventually will come back here, and we'll take the same trail back. So this is Chuckwalla, and this is Pyrite. That's 2.4 miles, and this is 2.1 miles. And Granite Falls says to trailhead is 1.4. So let's go Chuckwalla. Anyway, the point that I was making is that the analytics are positive, and makes me happy to see that, like I said, making the videos I want to make, doing what I want to do, not doing anything I don't want to do, and seeing positive results. Feels good. Feels real good. So we're just gonna keep trucking, keep doing what I'm doing. And also, my top 10 videos, only one is an old video. All my 9 of my top 10 are all new videos. Which, granted, that just means that none of the old videos are popping off right now. Also, haven't really done anything with the kids in a while, so there's no skewed videos skewing the analytics, which that happens often as well. I was listening to a vlog about a guy who doesn't have an old channel as old as mine, but has an older channel, who's changed his content up multiple times. And so he said that he went back and actually unlisted a bunch of old videos that were from a different topic, from a different time in his life, that weren't relevant to his current content. And he says he saw a positive result. He said he saw a bump in his new videos by doing that. Now, everything that I've seen or read from YouTube specifically, they say that there's no guarantees that that's going to happen. You can't unlist old videos or unlist videos about topics that aren't relevant to your current content, just to kind of fine tune what YouTube's algorithm is showing people. Because at the end of the day, if they like a video from you, they're going to show more videos of yours to people. Now, if the topics are all over the place like mine, it's easy for them to skip it. All right, we're 37 minutes in. 5.5 miles remaining. I think I mentioned this sometime last week, but I've been trying to watch more vlogs. And really what I've been doing is trying to incorporate more things into my daily/weekly routine. So like, I wake up in the morning, I edit the vlog, make the coffee, drink my coffee while I'm playing New World while the vlog is encoding and uploading. Finish the vlog, go to work. I vlog throughout work. Come home, play some New World, make dinner, eat dinner, whatever. It might have to cook if not. Put the orders in, spend some time with Tiffany on the couch. Depending on the day of the week, you know, maybe go for a bike ride, go for a walk. She tries to get her steps in, I need my steps in, that sort of thing. And that's pretty much my, you know, routine. But I'm trying to put in more, like, I actually turn notifications on to a couple of channels, so when they post their vlog, it A, reminds me, hey, go watch their vlog, and B, trying to get back into the networking piece that I started years and years ago, right? Which is what everyone does on other social networks, which is what I've been recommending people to do forever. Like literally, what the blueprint of how I grew my social following in the very, very beginning, and what I recommend to people that are always saying, how do I grow my X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch? You have to interact with other people like you. You have to interact with other people's content. So by watching people's vlogs, I then can leave a comment, a genuine comment about something in the video. Like today, I watched Adam the Woo, the Daily Woo. He's in Ecuador. He's been in South America for like 2 weeks. And his videos are awesome. Because I've never been to South America. And I've never never really watched any content from South America. Just watch the scenery. Super green, obviously. Very tropical. Raining all the time, cloud cover all the time. He's going to a lot of historical stuff, landmarks. And like today's video, he was talking about how like everyone pays with change. Everyone pays with coins. Almost nobody takes credit cards, debit cards. And paper money, the most used currency is American. So you'll pay with like, say, a $5 US bill and then get back change in Ecuador, right? Let's say you buy something for $1, he said. They'll give you $4 in change, in coins, just because everybody uses coins there. It's very fascinating. He bought a coin purse because he needed to hold his coins while he's been there. And so I left a comment saying, wow, interesting fact about the coins. I personally hate coins. Anytime I pay with cash, which I hardly ever pay with cash, but if I do pay with cash and someone gives me, some pennies, some dimes, some nickels, I leave them on the counter. Or if they got a tip jar, I always just throw it in the tip jar. I'm like, I don't want these. I don't want to carry the coins and have them jingling in my pocket. But also just for some reason, metal money feels dirtier than paper money for me. And it might be because of the smell. I don't know. Your hands smell after touching metal, specifically pennies, but just any coins. Even though I'm sure paper is actually far dirtier, more disgusting. So I left that comment about the coins. And then as I was continuing to watch the video, later he goes to this like old church, super old church. And it's like built into the side of the mountain where literally rocks are part of the construction. Like they put brick and mortar around these rocks in the mountain and built the church into the mountain. And I was like, that is so cool. I love architecture like that. I love old masonry work. One of the reasons why I love my backyard so much and the design that he did is because it's all masonry, right? We got travertine on the floor. We got polished stone on the sides and more travertine on the top. And I love it. I really, really do. And so to see that church was really rad. So I actually left 2 comments because his video is like 35 minutes long. So the coins were towards the beginning and the church was towards the end. Again, by watching more vlogs, it just gets my creative juices flowing. It inspires me to talk more about my life experiences. And it's a net positive for you because by me watching more vlogs, I hope that it makes my vlogs better. Getting really back here, man. This is awesome. Again, you don't realize how vast these mountains are from afar. Even when you're at the base of them, you just see a mountain. You're like, oh, there's a mountain there. It's a mountain range. It's crazy. One of the things that I'm trying to be better at, one of the things that I'm conscious of, but it's so hard in the moment, is like yesterday, Wickenburg with the Bevos. We haven't hung out with Bevos in quite a while. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time. Christmas, maybe? And so, a lot of catching up, especially with me and Jack. Chrissy and Tiffany talk every once in a while. But Jack and I haven't, we don't talk unless we're together like this. We'll shoot text each other every once in a while about something relevant. Morning.
Morning.
But Jack and I won't talk, you know, we'll go weeks, months without talking to each other until we see each other in person, just because we don't have a lot to talk about, you know. We don't share a lot of common interests. I'm into video games and social media. He's into sports. But hanging out with him, we're talking. We're talking all the time. In fact, there were multiple times where I started vlogging and Jack just started talking and he didn't realize I was vlogging, which is no big deal. It's fine. But it halts the conversation. Not to mention, even with the Bevos who also vlog, when you're vlogging, you just know to mind your tongue. Maybe hold a conversation, hold your remarks. It's one of the reasons why, you know, in the 18 years I've been doing this, I pick and choose when I vlog. I pick and choose when I pull the camera out. And even more so when I'm live. Like I said, I've been very transparent about this. If I was single, I would probably be live 24/7, or damn near that. I would have my house or wherever I lived set up with cameras all over the place, because I've already proven the model that I can be mobile inside my house and I can switch from cameras in my house. Like, I already know how to do it. I could do it. But when I'm living with even just my wife, even if it was just Tiffany, she still 100% is not comfortable being on camera all the time. She has to be in the mood. Hence why you don't see her all the time. Now that this isn't my job, this isn't paying the bills, she doesn't feel obligated or feel, you know, like it's part of her job. So, you know, we were watching the last Wickenburg video. We went to Gold Rush days back in 2014, I think it was. And there were multiple clips where Tiffany was vlogging. I was playing cornhole with, I don't know, probably Jack and Mike. And she was vlogging us. She was vlogging the kids and me doing something. I think we were walking through the art show from like we did yesterday. And she was vlogging. Like, she would do that because it was our job. It's what paid our bills. And even then, back then, the kids were little, so it made things easier. Hence why she was able to start vlogging in the first place. When I first started this vlog, she did not want to be on camera. She literally did not want to be on camera. Same thing with Jack. Jack would flip me off because he didn't want me he didn't want to be on screen. He didn't want to be on camera. You know, times change. Obviously, people change their minds, and now they vlog. But that's still who Tiffany is. She still feels awkward. She hates it when I put the camera on her and ask her a question randomly. She hates that. I don't do that anymore. I just don't ever do it because it's not worth it. It's not worth the argument or the changing the you know, the mood. So I just don't do it. You know, she's in the vlog, just light moments sprinkled in here, usually when we're doing something together. So it's not all on her. Or when I know she's in a really good mood and she's spunky and she'll, you know, be goofy or funny. Anyway, the point that I'm getting to is I was editing the vlog this morning and realized I didn't really vlog anything. I didn't talk to you. I didn't talk about what I was looking at. We walked through the art show, the crafts, right? We didn't stop and look at anything except for those metal paintings. And I stopped at one photographer just to look at some pictures. But of course, they have signs where it say no photos or video. I get it, respect it, so I couldn't vlog it. But then we're walking, and it's like I got clips of the backs of everyone's heads and behind everybody, or if I was leading the front, I got video of what I was looking at when I was walking. But there really wasn't much context. And context is what I'm trying to get to. Is like, I need to build more context. Again, watching someone like Adam the Woo, where he shows you where he's at, he shows you where you're going, but he's talking the whole time. I've been trying to do more of that, if you've noticed. Trying to show you more. In fact, somebody left a comment from one of my hiking videos. They specifically said, hey mate, why don't you show more of what you're looking at? Show us where you're at versus always being on your face. You know, all jokes aside, we get that you're talking, we get that this is your vlog, but you know, if the video is 20 minutes long, we don't need to see your face for 20 minutes. I get it. And the Clintus abides. Look at this, isn't this cool? This is a wash. Like I said, I would love to come out here after a hard rain, right? Like a hard rain, it rains all night long, and then come out here in the morning when everything's still damp and wet and there's actually water in the wash. Oh man, I'd love that. It's usually after the fact because I edit the vlog and I realize, oh man, I didn't do this, or oh man, I forgot to do that. But I am constantly learning. I'm constantly trying to tweak these vlogs to just kind of make them a little better than last time. Make a little better than last time. Make a little better than last time. That's all I'm trying to do. And I appreciate feedback. I do appreciate constructive feedback and little things. If it's something that I can oblige, I will. And if it's something that I can't, I won't. All right, we got another fork in the road here. We have Pyrite to the left, and we have Chuckwalla to the right. Now we're on Chuckwalla at the moment, but like I said, we're doing 4 trails to make this loop. So we are gonna get on the Pyrite trail now, and we're gonna loop around. And if I remember correctly, Pyrite was the one trail to the left that we didn't go down. We went down the Chuckwalla. So Chuckwalla loops back around the way we came. Pyrite loops back this way, and the Pyrite's gonna connect to another one that's eventually gonna connect to where we started. So trail length 2 miles, difficulty moderate, Pyrite. Let's go. And we are just under the 1 hour mark, 2.67 miles in just an hour. Almost 3 miles an hour. If this was a flat surface, I probably would have been able to do 3 miles in an hour. But as it stands, a lot of hill climbing, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of windy going down into the washes. Slows the pace down just a little bit. Oh yeah, endorphins are kicking in. I'm feeling it. How was your weekend? What'd you do this Sunday? Well, I was out hiking on Sunday. What were you doing? Tiffany was doing the floors, and then she was gonna shower, wash her hair, and do her shopping list while her hair was drying. And then she's gonna go to the grocery store and get everything she needs for dinner and lunches for the week. I actually was thinking about giving her a couple things that I would like for my lunches. I've been eating more yogurt lately, which is so funny. She bought me a yogurt. I bought a yogurt one time and I didn't really love it, didn't really care for it. And then one day I was like, I need protein. I need something quick and easy. And she had a blueberry yogurt, and I grabbed it and I really enjoyed it. I was like, that was actually really good. So then the next time we were at the store, I think it was Winco, I bought a cherry and a blueberry of their brand, because I was thinking maybe it was just like that one brand that she had at one time, which is possible. And sure enough, I love the blueberry and the cherry Winco brand. And I told her, I said, all right, so just start buying me blueberry Greek yogurt, cherry Greek yogurt, and then I'll try some other flavors as I go along. When I'm at the grocery store, like to shop for my dinner, I'll grab 1 or 2. I think I have a peach in there right now, but I still have my beef sticks from Paleo Valley and yogurt. And the bone broth's really good. I actually might have her pick up another box of those. Really enjoy that. That's like, what is it, 12 grams of protein, I think. So, yeah. And 4 days at the gym worked out pretty good this week, so we'll do it again. Or last week, so we'll do it again this week. And things are moving along nicely, all around. Firing all cylinders, baby. Gnarly little trail here on the side of the wash. You can see all the rocks. It runs right down there. If we had heavy rains, this would be like a river. Just the trail runs right alongside here. And there are these emergency markers. So if you ever had to call, you can give them like your roundabout location and they at least know roughly where you're at. Obviously back here, helicopter might be the only way you're getting in and out of this place. Especially if it was a life-threatening moment. This is pretty steep. What did I say, 1,000 elevation gain at some point, a total? This is the bulk of it right here. Up and over. Whew. This is no joke right here. This is a climb. Oh, you can see down there the trail we came in on right there. Down the wash, up, and then followed the wash up here, and we've just been switchbacking. 170, woo! Yeah, buddy. Awesome. This is awesome. Super grateful to have this not only in my backyard, but just to live in a place like this that has this natural beauty, free exercise. All right, we hit another fork in the road. Pyrite, the trail we were on. We just continue going down the hill and loop back around where the first fork was. But the path, the trail that I'm on, the hike that I'm on, tells me to go right up Pyrite Summit. So this is a there and back loop. I didn't see how long it was, but we're gonna go to the top of this summit and then go back down and then make a right down Pyrite and go back to where we came. So yeah, like I said, a lot of back and forth on this particular hike. Not my first choice, but I'm glad I'm doing it. You check it off the list. Also, it's nice to know that Pyrite and what was the other one, Chippewa or Chipperback, were loops on their own. If I would have just did those, albeit shorter hikes, they were a loop on their own. So it's good to know. I felt like since I hadn't been here at all this year, and it's been weeks since I've done a hike, I said, screw it, let's do a long one. So we're doing 6, all said and done. Look at this. This is awesome. This is awesome. Forgive the audio, I switched to my phone just so I could use the different lenses. This is the backside of the white tanks. Something rarely ever seen, especially by me. A lot more trails and roads down there. There's the next point of civilization. And you can see way down there, Palo Verde nuclear power plant. At least I think that's what that is. It's somewhere over there. All right, I made it to Pyrite Summit. The wind is pretty strong, so I hadn't set the camera up on the tripod just in the fear of it falling over like I did that one time. But I was looking at all trails and it actually said I was supposed to make a left back there and do a loop, but the trail clearly comes up here. So I'm gonna kind of go across the top of here. Looks like there's a little path that goes to the top of that rock there. We'll get a photo and then we'll get back to all trail and figure out where this loop goes and start heading back to the car. You can hear some gunshots in the background. Somebody's found a outdoor shooting range or found a nice mountain to shoot into. It's been a while since I've gone shooting. My brother has been all about golf the last year or so. I don't even think he's gone out shooting. I have to hit him up about that before it gets too hot. Woo! Looky there. That's cool. Beautiful. Like I said, man, can you imagine this was all green? Oh, beautiful. But this is what everyone thinks about when they think of the desert. Brown, dead. I think this is the end of the trail. It doesn't really, I mean, I guess I could go on those rocks, but it doesn't really look like it goes that way. Looks like people just come up here just to sit, maybe. This is pretty cool. Just walking this ridge line and just being completely surrounded by cholla cactus. It's like an alien planet, right? You see that like in No Man's Sky, where it's like just one plant and you're just surrounded by one plant. The whole side of the mountain is covered in them. Funny enough, when people think of Arizona, they think of the Arizona desert, they think of saguaro cactuses. But truth is, they're very spread out. Like it's not like it's a forest of saguaro cactuses like up north where it's a forest of pine trees. Here's 2 right here. There's 2 up there. But if you look across here, I mean, they're just one. There's 2 down there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Like they're very spread out, very, very scarce. I think something like a cholla, the reason why there's so many of those is because by nature, the barbs, the arms of a cholla fall off. And then they, in some instances, start to grow roots and form a new cactus. Whereas the saguaros are old school flowers that need to be pollinated to grow fruit, in which then the fruit have seeds and they have to germinate. So I'm guessing, I'm just speculating that's why there's a far more abundance of a plant like a cactus like a cholla, where one of these little balls breaks off and then grows a new cactus. You know, whether it be wind or animals. I don't think swallows procreate that way. .2 miles remaining. We definitely have gone down the way, down the backside of this. It's all downhill, which is always the part that hurts my knees the most. The upper part of my knee, they're like jamming them going downhill. Whew. Also went from super high energy, vlogging, talking, listening to some music to super chill. Okay, let's get this over with. Listening to a podcast. So, yeah, like I said, a little over 2 miles to go, and I've only passed one person along the way. So it looks like I was out here later than most. Feels good to get out here though. Thanks for joining me. All right, we're at the original fork in the road. So we came from that way. That's the way we went, and this is the way we're going. Back to the car, which I think means we have just about 1.5 miles to the car. 1 mile to go, home stretch, which is crazy when I look over there and I say, oh, those are the cars, not too far away. And we're like, wait, that's a mile? Granted, it's zigzag through here. I think we go all the way to the bottom of the ridge of the mountain there and then come across. But like from here to the cars, doesn't look like a mile. Oh, I am starving. A hike will definitely build up an appetite. I'm trying to think. I know we're doing fried rice for dinner tonight, so I definitely don't want to eat too much. It's only 12:45 though. If I eat a good lunch, I should still be pretty hungry for dinner, especially with all these calories I'm burning on this hike. Yeah, what should I do for lunch? I'm trying to think. Sierra texted earlier that she was going to Chipotle, but that was probably 2 hours ago when she was getting off work. So I'm trying to think what I have at home. I have some burger patties. Actually, I have some burger buns that I need to get rid of. I'll have to think about that. All right, we made it back to the car, headed back home. Decided to order a sub from Jersey Mike's. A cold cut Italian sandwich hoagie just sounds so good and refreshing. I was leaning towards Chipotle, but then I was like, hot burrito bowl doesn't sound quite as good. So put the order in for Jersey Mike's. We'll pick it up on the way home. Easy peasy. Early evening stroll. Starting to prep for dinner. Tonight, I am making fried rice. Soy sauce, peas and carrots, chicken for Tiffany, she doesn't like shrimp. Fresh bottle of sesame oil. Shrimp for everybody else. Some diced onions. Of course, you gotta have some eggs if you're doing fried rice. And our rice that we cooked yesterday. All right, we got the Blackstone on. Get it heated up. Do a quick scrape of it because I couldn't find this the other night when I did the burgers. So I did the spatulas, but it's not the same. This is actual hard scraping. Just give it a little bit of a clean once it heats up, and then we'll get all our ingredients out on the table that you guys are sitting on, and we'll get this fried rice going. As I said before, this is my favorite thing to cook on the Blackstone, followed by the smash burgers. The smash burgers are so simple, right? It's just the onions and then the patties, and that's it. Then you construct them on the Blackstone, and that's it. But fried rice, you're actually cooking. I'm actually cooking. I love it. All right, let's get this party started. All right, we got the egg and the onion. And those all going. Sorry, no trains, no volcanoes here. Just straight to business, baby. Just straight to business. All right, next is the peas and carrots, sesame seed, garlic, butter, and soy sauce. Some salt, some pepper, yum yum. Ta-da. Well, another successful dinner. Definitely need to work on my rice, the rice itself. Either I overcooked it the night before, or not enough oil and didn't leave it on the flat top long enough. I don't know. Just I feel like it needs to be a little more. Well, it just wasn't quite right. But overall, everyone loved it. Everyone thought it was phenomenal. Got leftovers for tomorrow, which is nice. I have leftover breakfast as well, the hash browns and chorizo. So definitely gonna bring that to work tomorrow. Yeah, great end to a great weekend. I smell like hibachi. The oils and everything cooking on. I gotta change my clothes before I go to bed. But I got a lot of footage. I know I've vlogged a lot. I know this vlog's probably 30 minutes long. So I'm actually going to end the vlog and start importing the footage just to kind of get a head start for tomorrow, to kind of see what I'm looking at. Because obviously the more footage I have, the longer it takes to import, the longer it takes to edit, the longer it takes to encode, the longer it takes to upload. It's just overall longer. So I'm gonna try and get a head start tonight. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic weekend yourself. Let me know in the comments down below how your weekend was, what you did, what you ate, any great food that you cooked, that you tried, that you went out to eat, someone made for you, that sort of thing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday. All right? Take care.